Hey guys, it's Jeremy back again for another video, and today I'm going to be showing you how to get the best cards in ACC as fast as possible, which means how to get your luck up as fast as possible. So I'm going to be showing you guys every single way to upgrade your luck and get to max luck. Luck is without a doubt what is said to be the most important aspect in this game, and I must agree. If you want the best cards in this game, increasing your luck is the best way to increase your odds of getting them. But how exactly does one get to the highest levels of luck? Let me tell you how. Not just every method on how to get there, but also how all stats work in this game. There are two main sources that can skyrocket your luck, so stay tuned to find out these crazy methods. And we're going to start with upgrade points. Every level in this game gives 2 points for your upgrades, and to level up you're required to pull a certain number of cards. Opening card packs also adds to these rolls. The higher your level, the more rolls you'll require to get to the next level. So right now, as you can see, I'm level 294. And currently I'm 310,169 out of 1,627,312 rolls. So when I get to this, I'm going to go to level 295. So right now, as you can see, I have 506 points out of 1,500 in luck, which gives me plus 126.5 luck. Simply reset this. And right now, as you can see, I have 0 points in luck. Every point I add gives me plus 0.25%. So adding 4 points gives me 1 full luck point. Adding 8 points gives me 2, and so on and so forth. Then we have prestige. This gives me an outlandish amount of luck. As you can see, only 15 points, and I already have plus 30 luck. If I reset this, each point gives me plus 2%, making 1.2, 5 points 10, 10 points 20, and so on and so forth. Right now, my max prestige luck is 32%. And on basic, all my points into luck equals 146.5 luck. But before we move on, let's cover exactly what each of these upgrade points mean. Starting from the bottom, boss chance increases your luck to pull boss cards. And for those who don't know, boss cards are the cards that you face in the story. Each point gives 0.5%, which means at max you get plus 10% boss chance. Next, we have border chance, and what border chance does is it simply allows you to pull cards of a higher border rarity. As you guys know, we have 4 rarities so far: basic, gold, rainbow, and secret. Each point applies 0.1%, which means at max you have plus 8% border chance. Next, we have potion duration. And what potion duration does is exactly like it says, it makes your potions last longer. Each point equaling plus 1%, which means at max you have a plus 60% increase to potion duration. Next, we have roll speed, and again, also self-explanatory. It increases your roll speed, which is the speed at which you pull cards. Each point gives plus 3%, which means at max you have a 150% roll speed increase. And lastly, like we covered earlier, luck. For all those who want to know how I divide my points, I max out border chance and I put the remainder of my points into luck. Now we're going to move on to the next method of how to increase your luck. But just before we do so, this is the easy and simple method to increase your luck. It adds plus 10 luck to your max luck. All you need to do is stop your rolls exactly on 1,000 out of 1,000, and that will give you plus 10 luck. If you're watching the video and you're enjoying so far, don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Now we're moving on to potions. There are a variety of potions in this game, starting from basic, going all the way up to secret, each giving varying amounts of luck for varying amounts of time. Potions are acquired through various methods, like picking them up in spawn, doing quests, doing the boss raid, but most commonly you would get potions from farming potions through potion towers. Now let's go over each potion, the amount of luck it gives, and for how long does it give that luck. Starting off with the small luck potion, it gives plus 1 luck for 60 seconds. Then we have the medium luck potion, which gives plus 2 luck for 90 seconds. Then we have the large luck potion, which gives plus 3 luck for 120 seconds. Next, we have the extra large luck potion, which gives plus 4 luck for 150 seconds. Then we have the extra large, which gives plus 10 luck for 180 seconds. And lastly, we have the luck jug, which gives plus 20 luck for 180 seconds. And like we covered earlier, there is definitely a way to increase the length of time these last for. You simply increase the amount of points you have in potion duration, and that will boost the time these potions last for, making them last longer, ranging from 1% to 60% longer. Next, we have elixirs. Similar in many ways to potions, but slightly different. Instead of just applying a raw luck bonus, these also apply a luck percentage on top of the raw luck bonus. However, unlike potions, they don't start at basic. We only have 3 rarities, being gold, rainbow, and secret. And similarly to potions, you can get these through quests and doing the boss raid, as well as farming them through the potion towers. However, increasing your potion duration start does not increase the amount of time your elixirs last for. Your weak elixir gives +2 and +2% luck for 120 seconds. And as you guys can see, I've used all my strong elixirs, but it gives plus 5 luck and plus 4% luck for 150 seconds. And last we have the potent elixir, which gives plus 10 and plus 6% luck for 180 seconds. Just a reminder, potion duration boost does not work on elixirs. Now we have Inferno elixirs, which you can stack on top of your regular elixirs and all your other potions. These elixirs are similar to regular elixirs in that they give a raw start bonus as well as the percentage start bonus, but they don't only boost your luck start. And unlike regular elixirs or potions, these cannot be obtained any other way outside of, unlike regular potions or elixirs, these elixirs can only be obtained by farming Infernal and Demon Infernals in the Creator of Flames boss raid room. But these elixirs provide a juicy luck bonus, man. But they do take some time to be farmed, ranging from 3 minutes for the cheapest one and 10 minutes for the best one. And the cheapest one being the weak Infernal Elixir, which gives plus 5% and plus 10% roll speed for 300 seconds. Next we have the strong Infernal Elixir, which gives plus 10 luck and plus 25 roll speed for 450 seconds. And lastly we have the potent Infernal Elixir, which gives plus 10 luck and plus 50% roll speed for 600 seconds. And I'll be honest with you, it doesn't make sense to craft any one of these outside of the potent Infernal Elixir, so just take that 5 to 10 minutes to get all the resources you need and craft this one. And there are two cards that I'd recommend you use to farm the Infernal Elixir materials, and that is Flame Outlaw, which is extremely good, or use Mother of Creation. Both of these cards will get it done pretty quickly with no issues whatsoever. Now we're moving on to gear, and gear covers a variety of items ranging from equipment all the way to boss gear. But we're going to start off with our equipment. Equipment are craftable pieces of gear. Each piece of gear gives a varying amount of luck, whether it be raw stats or luck percentage. They may also give other stats. These pieces of gear can be crafted in the hub world and are crafted using various cards that you will pull during your time playing this game, ranging from common cards which are super easy to pull, going all the way up to requiring cards that might seem impossible to get your hands on. But we all know the harder something is to obtain, the better the boost it gives. That's just how things go, honestly. Let's head over to the craft install. There are 3 basic pieces of gear, 2 gold pieces of gear, 3 rainbow pieces of gear, and lastly we have 2 secret pieces. Now I'm going to start from the top. For the Dragon Ball Seeker, it gives plus 1 luck. For the Straw Hat, it gives plus 1 luck and plus 15% roll speed. For the Soul Blade, it gives plus 2 luck. For the Holy Gear, it gives plus 3 luck and plus 10% roll speed. For the Sun Spirit Axe, it gives plus 3.5 luck and plus 15% roll speed. And for the Death Note, which was the best craftable piece of gear for the longest while, gives plus 7 luck. Now we're going to the stuff that was newly added, starting with the Star Locket, which gives plus 12 and plus 2% luck, as well as plus 10% roll speed. Then we have the White Mask, which gives plus 15 and plus 3% luck and plus 15% roll speed. Now we're moving on to our secret. Craftables, the Joy Station, which gives plus 20 luck and plus 4% luck, as well as plus 15% roll speed. And lastly, we have the Infernal Hat, which gives plus 30 luck and plus 5% luck, as well as plus 15% roll speed. The recipe for this is outrageous. Some people struggle to pull a single Flamehead Captain in millions of rolls. So to need this to craft a piece of gear, I don't know, bro. I think that was an outrageous ask. They could have asked for a basic one. A gold Flamehead Captain, crazy, in my opinion, anyway. Now that we're done with equipment, we're moving on to artifacts. Artifacts are items that we obtain from completing Battle Tower. There are 7 different Battle Towers in the game, each of them giving various artifacts, and they all vary in difficulty. The first one being not so difficult, which is the regular Battle Tower, and the last one being damn near impossible for 99.9% of players. But hey, eventually, you'll get there. The basic Battle Tower, which is hands down the easiest one to get done. This tower gives you 7 different artifacts at different points in the tower, ranging from basic all the way to rainbow. Starting with the Six-Fold Gaze, this artifact gives plus 1 luck. Then we're moving on to the Hunter's Badge, which gives plus 3 luck. Next we have the Spirit Armor, which gives plus 5 luck. Next we have the Black Ops Visor, which gives plus 15% roll speed, 5% border chance, and plus 6 luck. Then we have the Demon Jewel, which gives plus 15% roll speed and plus 7 luck. After that we have the Golden Snail, which gives plus 15% roll speed, plus 5% border chance, and plus 10% luck. And lastly, for basic Battle Tower, upon completion, it gives the Chainsaw Dog, which gives plus 15% roll speed, plus 5% border chance, and plus 15 luck. Next, we have the remaining towers, which only give 1 artifact upon completion, and that includes Watery Depth, Frozen Landscape, Stone Citadel, Inferno Depth, lunar eclipse, and lastly, which I'll be honest, most of you will not be touching anytime soon, light fairy tower. So for watery depth, which gives the water fruit, this artifact gives plus 15% roll speed, plus 5% border chance, plus 15 and plus 3% luck. Next, we have the ice fruit from Frozen Landscape, which gives plus 20% roll speed, plus 5% border chance, plus 20 and plus 5% luck. Then we have the stone fruit from the Stone Citadel, which gives plus 20% roll speed, plus 5% border chance, plus 25 and plus 7% luck. Then we have the magma fruit from Inferno Tower, and this is where the difficulty ramps up to very difficult. This artifact gives plus 20 roll speed, plus 5% border chance, plus 30 and plus 10% luck. Now we're going from very difficult to what the hell is this? And that is the Lunar Eclipse Tower, which gives you the light fruit, and that artifact gives plus 20% roll speed, plus 5% border chance, plus 50 and plus 15% luck. And after what the hell is this, we have I give up. And that is the Light Fairy Tower, which gives the fairy fruit. And the fairy fruit gives plus 20% roll speed, plus 5% border chance, plus 75 and plus 15% luck. Now I'll be honest, bro, the stats from magma fruit going all the way up to fairy fruit, these stats are amazing. Like it's great. But most people are not going to see these fruits. Unfortunately, I think it's way too difficult, and they can bring it down a bit, but I don't think they ever will. So unfortunately, these fruits are basically hard locked, bro. They're just so hard to obtain. But enough of artifacts, we're moving on to relics. Every so often we get an event that allows us to get new relics. Previously we had a One Piece event which allowed us to obtain devil fruits as relics, which was pretty cool. And these were the relics from the One Piece event. We had the flame fruit, the dragon fruit, the dark fruit, the wind deity fruit, and lastly we had the sun deity fruit, which was the best relic that you could get at the time, which gave us plus 5% border chance, plus 25 luck, and plus 5% potion duration. But now we currently have a different event active, which gives us the hollow mask from Bleach as a relic, and that's pretty cool. And it's also the best relic that we've ever had in the game so far. So if you're playing at this time, you're in luck because you can now obtain the best relic that we've ever had in game. And the hollow mask gives plus 5% boss chance, plus 30 luck, and plus 10% potion duration. And to obtain the hollow mask, you need to head over to Potion Tower. And for the mask to have a chance to drop, you need to be on floor 75 or above. It did not take me that long to get the hollow mask. I think I just let my game AFK overnight, and when I woke up, I had the hollow mask. So it should be pretty easy to obtain. After relics, we have accessories. Accessories are items that you acquire by doing Story Tower. Each chapter of the story has a specific Story Tower that corresponds with it, and each Story Tower gives 2 items. You get a story card and an accessory, which is what we're here for. There are 10 different stories in game, which means we have 10 different Story Towers and 10 different accessories that we need to obtain. And let me tell you, getting accessories were a pain, at least the later ones anyway. But the boost they give is crazy, and I would definitely say it's worth it. And just a quick run through of how Story Tower works before we run through the accessories. You head over to Story Tower, you click play, scroll all the way down. As you can see, you need to get crystals. And the crystals are what you use to buy both the story card and the accessory. Crystal drops on varying floors, depends on the difficulty of story that you're doing. So when we get the crystals, we head over to the craft section, and this is where we can craft both the story card as well as the accessory. Now that we have that sorted out, let's go over every accessory and the bonus that they give. Going from basic to secret, the first accessory that we get is the Ninja Scroll, and that gives plus 3 and plus 3% luck. Then we're going over to the Dragon Ball, which gives plus 5 and plus 3% luck. Next we have the Cursed Finger, which gives plus 8 and plus 3% luck. Then we have the Titan Syringe, which gives plus 10 and plus 5% luck. Next we have the Biwa, which gives plus 15 and plus 5% luck. Then the Soul Queen's Hat, which gives plus 20 and plus 5% luck. Next is the Dragon King's Dagger, which gives plus 25 and plus 8 luck. Then is the Hidden Mask, which gives plus 30 and plus 8% luck. And this is where it becomes annoying. After that, we have the Chakra Fruit, which gives plus 40 and plus 8% luck. This was a pain, but fortunately for this, you get the Chakra Fruit that gives the luck bonus, as well as this helps you complete one of the character quests. If you don't know how to complete your character quest, I have a video on that, so you can go check it out. I'll be putting a link for that specific video in the description as well. And after the Chakra Fruit, lastly, we have the Undead Staff, which is the most difficult one to acquire, and it also gives the best stats. Obviously, it gives plus 50 luck and plus 10% luck. If you're watching the video and you're enjoying so far, don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment. And lastly, for our gear, we have boss gear. These are items that are farmable from the global bosses of the game. So far, we've only had 2 global bosses, the previous one being the Sky King, and the current boss being the Awakened King of Curses. Each one had the corresponding piece of gear. The previous boss, Sky King, gave us the Sky King drums, and that gave us plus 35 and plus 5% luck. And currently we have the Awakened King of Curses, which gives us the Divine Wheel, and that gives us plus 50 and plus 10% luck. Now, how the boss gear works is when the boss leaves, you can no longer craft the previous item, which means the Sky King drum is no longer craftable, and the Divine Wheel is the only one that you can farm. So I recommend that you get this before this leaves, not only for collection purposes, but obviously who doesn't want extra luck? Now, before we talk about damn near where you get all your luck increase from, let's talk about max luck servers. And for those who don't know what max luck servers are, let me just run through it for you a bit. These are servers that, unlike regular servers, have a base luck of 200, and to access them, you usually need to do one of 2 things. One, either have a bunch of MMR potions. I personally recommend 10k plus, or spend 150 Robux. I know you might not want to spend Robux, but you can also get in, like I said, for MMRs. And like I said, max luck servers have a base of plus 200 luck, but it can also increase. As you can see right behind me, it's currently at 215. But the range goes from 200 all the way up to 275. And how you get that plus 75 luck is by fighting the global boss. When you have maxed out this bar completely, it gives you a plus 75 luck increase. But if you don't have the MMR or you don't have the Robux, that's fine. Even if you're in a regular server with a base luck of 0, you can still get your server up to plus 75 luck by defeating the global boss. But honestly, if you can, I recommend you just use a max luck server. I will be putting a link to the biggest max luck server in the ACC space in the description. If you're interested and want the best pools you can possibly get, go check them out. And lastly, this is where we encounter the luck index. This is where the real luck actually comes from, outside of using your upgrade points, obviously. This is what really matters. Now, yes, as you can see, I do have my luck index maxed out, but let me tell you, the game was not fun while I was trying to work on my luck index. It felt like damn near torture. I'm happy now that I have it done, but trying to get this done was terrible. But let me explain to you how this works. The luck index is simply a bunch of missions. Well, less of missions, but more so checkpoints to track your progress in the game. And realistically, only 0.01% of people will have this completed already. But if you take a look at the top right here, you can see it gives a plus 113% luck increase, which is crazy. So let's go over all the categories and checkpoints together. Starting with story mode. For this, you simply need to complete every story mode at every difficulty, ranging from normal all the way to extreme. Then we have story tower, and simply all you need to do for this is craft the accessory. Next, we have infinite tower, which is a bit different. This one is more so, like I said, a checkpoint. To get this done, you will need to get to floor 1200 to get all of these bonuses to your luck. Next, we have hardcore tower. Similarly to Infinite Tower, it's a checkpoint concept as well, but instead of getting to 1200, you only need to get to floor 400 for hardcore to get all of these bonuses. After Hardcore Tower, we have Battle Tower, and to get these bonuses, you'll need to defeat floor 250 of every single tower, ranging from the basic Battle Tower all the way to Light Fairy Tower. And lastly, we have the Moon Cycles, which is very annoying, but also not that bad. However, when I was doing it, I felt like I was wasting packs, but obviously it's not a waste because you're getting this, and that adds to your luck. So I don't know. I felt like I was wasting stuff though. But to get each of these achievements done, you simply need to pull all moon cards in basic and gold rarity. And when you have all of these done, the max percentage luck you can get is, like we said earlier, 113%. And to end this video off, we have traits. And how traits work is you head over to the trade shop, you select your card, and then use your trade rerolls, which you can get from varying aspects of the game, whether it be codes, farming towers, completing story mode, doing quests. There are lots of ways to get trade rerolls, but they're not farmable, unfortunately. So every trade reroll that you have is precious. But you use these trade rerolls to roll traits onto your cards. And what traits do is they add a multitude of buffs, ranging from boss chance to border chance, luck, roll speed, and a bunch of other things. If you want to read them yourself, like I said, head over to the trade shop and go over them individually. And we got a divine trait, which means we have plus 3 luck on this card in particular. But the best trait in the game is hands down one above all, which gives plus 15 luck. And each team has a total of 4 slots, which means if you have 4 cards with one above all, you're getting a plus 60 raw luck increase. So if you wanted to know how to get the best cards in the game, this is exactly how. You simply increase your luck stat and hope for the best, because again, this game is still at the end of the day an RNG based game. So this is how you get max luck. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video, hope you learned something, and if you're watching up to this point, don't forget to subscribe, like, and join the Discord as well, link in the description. Once again, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.